There's not many Porsches in all the years I've been around Porsche that I say I didn't like that car. I like everything. I like 356s, I like early short wheelbase 911s, 70s long hood 911s, I like 964s, I like 993 air-cooled cars. When the 959 came along, I thought it was the coolest looking thing. It was just molded to the pavement, and yet it still looked like a 911. So basically I was fortunate enough to be able to buy one in '87, and it was the first one in the United States. And the only way it could come in here was on a tourist visa, so I had a part-time sponsor out of Europe. Rudy Henley owned Liqui Moly, that was the sponsor, but Rudy said, I'll bring it over under my name and we'll put it on a tourist visa. You know, when I first drove it, it was unbelievable. You think back, this is 1987, and this car's all-wheel drive, 6-speed transmission, twin turbo, and did everything really well. So far ahead of the curve. Peter Schutz and Helmut Bott, their whole thing was to see if the 911 had a life 10 years from now, 20 years from now, back then, right? 911 wouldn't be here today probably if it weren't for that car. And then it was like, how do we make them legal? And that process was a lot more work and a lot more time and a lot more financial commitment than I would have ever imagined. In fact, every time anybody said, no, you can't certify it, you can't do this, you can't do that, I got told no 100 times, I just ignored it. But it really kind of bonded me to the car. Immediately we started doing development work because we had to make it emissions legal anyway. And that just started a development program that it's still going today. Every time we've taken that car to the next level, it has responded by being still one of the best road cars in the world. The engineering specification they told us at the time was that it was an 825 horsepower platform. You know, it was going to be a Group B car. So we felt we can develop this car. It has the chassis and the wherewithal to be newer for a long time. We decided to build the SC by disassembling the entire car and then rebuilding the whole car to a brand new car, every nut and bolt. And it might be restored completely back the way it was and or upgraded to what we've determined was better, bringing it all up to today's standard. Today we've refined the suspension. It's still S suspension, but with better springs and much better shock valving technology. The engine's better because we've incorporated the newest Borg-Warner turbos, the newest engine management systems, wiring harnesses, injectors, and we've really taken an engine that was capable of this kind of performance, pretty close to its limit of performance. We've gone now and made 18-inch wheels, so we use the most modern tire. We've upgraded the brake rotors, the pads. It's all floating brake system now. We put a switch in them. You can make them quiet or louder. So today when you get in what we call the 959 SC, it's basically 2.5 second 0 to 60 car, flat 11-second quarter-mile car. It's a 230-mile top speed car. Today we're making 800 horsepower. And unlike the modern supercars, this car's a road car. It's a 911. You have complete 360-degree visibility. You got room for luggage. It's comfortable. You don't need a lift. You're not bumping the spoiler in things. What's nice is our customers are using them all the time. It is one of the cars they drive quite a bit. The 959 doesn't need traction control.
Nothing like all-wheel drive.
You don't have to be, you know, the best driver in the world to drive it. It just does everything spectacular. I have a GT2 RS. I mean, it's a monster, right? And 959's faster. 959 has more grip. 959's lighter. So it is, for me, the most all-purpose supercar in the world, still today. I'm not tired of 959s yet.